All right, back to our top focus this evening. The Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar defending that controversy that was kicked off by his PWD Minister Sudhin Dhavalikar.
Parrikar has said that the media has distorted Dhavalikar's comments, also clarifying that there is no ban on bikinis in Goa as long as they do not breach the limits of public decency. He said the government will interfere if it becomes a public issue.
All right, we're inviting your calls, your tweets, and we'll also be taking that to our guest this evening, Ms. Ameena Sherwani, artist and social activist, joining us. Thanks very much, ma'am, for being with us here on CNN IBN. We, in fact, also have our first few callers. I believe we can get in a word from Mr. Sanjay Pandey, who's calling in from Bangalore. Good evening, Mr. Pandey. Go ahead with your opinion.
Good evening, friend. But when I heard this comment from the Goa minister, I was surprised. I thought I'm hearing it wrong. Coming it from a minister of somebody like Mr. Parrikar's cabinet, this is unbelievable. And especially when the minister belongs to BJP, which happens to have a home minister like Mr. Baburam Gaur, who differentiates between good rape and bad rape, and also got another cabinet minister who is an alleged rapist. I think we should sort these things out before trying to tell us what we should wear and what we should drink. They're simply not acceptable in India. Perhaps he belongs to Iran or some other place where he should migrate and start teaching them these things, not to us. That's all I wanted to tell you, friends.
All right, Mr. Pandey, thanks very much for joining us this evening. Very strong comments there coming in. We are going to take one more caller. Mr. DeCosta, I believe, is joining us on the phone line. Go ahead, sir. What do you feel about this issue?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, ma'am. Jillian DeCosta, I believe, is calling from Goa. Go ahead, Jillian. What do you believe should be done here? A Goa minister saying that bikinis and alcohol should be banned in that state.
Yes, Goa is here. He has no right to say such a thing. The people of Goa are employed due to alcohol.
Right, we are going to try and fix that audio line, but clearly she was to say something like this. I'm going to go to our guest at this point, Ms. Sherwani. Those strong reactions keep coming in every time a minister, every time a chosen representative of the people makes these statements. There is a lot of outbursts, there is a lot of anger. What is it that these leaders fail to see then?
These leaders are speaking the language of patriarchy. This language is about, and this language, by the way, is followed by action also. They want women to be completely locked up. They want women to be put down in the dungeons. And as somebody, the first caller said, that they look like very close relatives of the Taliban. They look like very close relatives of the extreme right wing from among the Muslims. So there is a great relationship between the Kattarwadis of all religions, and I think they all need to take stock of what they're doing and what they're saying. And in case they refuse to take stock of what they're doing and saying, I think society has to take stock of them very, very carefully now.
All right, Ms. Sherwani, hold on there. We have another caller. This one is Vigneshwar Karthik calling in from Chennai. Mr. Karthik, go ahead with your opinion.
Yes, good evening to everyone. I just wanted to say it's been very tragic whenever I see this kind of comments. Especially I do this is more frequently happening. Ministers, they need to look into what they need to do for people, and that's why they have been elected by people. So it's as the previous callers have been saying, it's been happening like in the Middle East countries where we are in an age where we are relinquishing the freedom. We have the freedom to wear whatever we are supposed to do, and whatever I think I will wear it, and whatever I wanted to drink, that is left to me. And you cannot dictate any woman or any man, any people of the country to do things.
Right.
They have the freedom to do anything.
Vigneshwar Karthik, thanks very much for joining us this evening. Ajay Lohar is with us from Jammu, I believe. Go ahead, Ajay, what do you want to say?
Just two observations.
Yes.
Okay, you ban that, but where will the government, the bikini making factories go, and where will McDonald's, Kingfisher, and all these wine making factories go? Obviously. You can do any damn thing. Bye.
All right. We also, all right. Now we managed to reconnect with Ms. Gillian D'Costa. Go ahead, Mr. Costa. You in fact calling in from Goa. This is something that is directly affecting your state. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, the people of Goa are shocked. Have they thought about the unemployment that is going to happen in Goa? If the alcohol is banned, people are going to go jobless.
Right.
The whole coastal areas in Goa run only due to alcohol and bikinis. What is wrong with them? Do you expect tourists to wear saris and roam on beaches? Goa is a melting pot for cultures. They cannot impose such laws.
Right.
We totally defy this. No one goes in temples wearing bikinis. Doesn't Parikar understand that, being from Goa?
Absolutely.
They dare not speak against our dress code.
Right. All right, Mr. Costa, thanks very much for your opinion. I believe we also have Mr. Walter Lobo joining us this evening. Go ahead, Mr. Lobo. Do you think, because this is a defense, there is a defense coming in from the Chief Minister, do you think any benefit of the doubt should be given to this minister? Perhaps he's been misunderstood. What do you have to say?
The first thing is that the minister does not belong to the BJP government. He belongs to the FGP. He has made a wrong statement. But the fact of the matter is, I have seen tourism since 1967, and we are just sick and tired of all this culture, whatever, call it US or Miami or whatever, or maybe Thailand, and everybody expects us to put up with this thing. We have seen people in bikinis walking into banks, half-clad people demanding things in Goa. Sorry, I am Goan, and I've seen the start of tourism in Goa, and there should be a limit to all these activities. We are not going to turn a blind eye to prostitution, drugs, just because it fills some hotel owners' pockets. And we are not going to compromise on this issue, because if we compromise on this issue, soon the children follow next. And I hope that all these people who are sitting in their armchairs and giving big talk about democracy and rights for women, please come to Goa.
Right.
See how many people...
Mr. Lobo, it is nobody's case that prostitution and drugs should be allowed to be carried on. But here is a minister who's talking about Indian culture. Ameena Sherwani, I want to bring you in at this point. Who is going to decide what is against Indian culture? Who is going to decide what is the admissible limit of decency, as the Chief Minister spoke about?
Indian culture is one of the most beautiful, brilliant and open and liberal cultures. If we would delve back into our culture and actually go back to our fundamentals, we would be the most amazing country in the world. Women were allowed freedom of movement, freedom of expression, sexual freedom. We were forever having babies with whichever man we felt like. We lived in heaven. If you go back to the true Indian culture as these people talk about, I do not know what culture they are talking about. It is just that we can come and rape you, we can come and maul you, you can be our sexual slaves, but you cannot have freedom to your own expression. That is what patriarchy is all about. That the young ones, the women will be under the control of the big alpha macho man.
Right.
And this is extremely dangerous.
Right.
How does it hurt if a human being is wearing a bikini? Our Jain Munis roam around absolutely in the nude. How does it matter? The filth is in your brain. It is not in what somebody else is wearing or doing. It's all inside your head. If you clean up your head, there are no issues left anymore.
Okay, let's get in a caller from Hyderabad. Dr. Raju is with us. Dr. Raju, what do you make of this entire statement that was made and the kind of reactions coming in?
Yes, I totally endorse the opinion given by the Honorable Minister, PWD Minister of Goa. It is totally against Indian ethos and culture. I wish, I would like to know if the activists like that, whether they would allow their daughters to roam nude on the beaches of Goa. I'm sorry to say this.
Sir, I am an artist, and when I was a young woman, we had nude men in front of us, and we would draw them and we would paint them. We have a totally different view to life. And as far as my daughter and my granddaughters are concerned, they can roam as they wish.
The alcohol culture in Goa.
There is nothing wrong with nudity. It is all the filth is in the mind of men. The filth is in the mind of patriarchy.
That is going on in Goa. The entire Indian ethos is being hampered.
Indian mafia here already. We don't have to
I request both of you to please
hampered there in Goa.
Hang on a bit. I think we're mixing issues here. We're talking about drugs and prostitution, and we're talking about the freedom to choose what people can wear.
Cannot continue to dictate their terms anymore.
Right, Ms. Sherwani, we're going to try and get another caller here at this point. We have another caller from Hyderabad.
Yes, go ahead. I believe Dr. Raju is joining in. Go ahead, Dr. Raju.
No, we have Shivram from Hyderabad right now. Shivram, what do you want to say?
This is Shivram.
Yes.
Till the time nothing happens there, it's okay, but something goes wrong with women there, the media and all the international media, everything hypes around and gives a bad opinion about India. And this gets published all over the world. And you have foreigners there coming in, and one need to take care of them and their security also. And I have seen many people from Hyderabad, not only from Hyderabad, from all over the places, going to Goa only to enjoy, see people in bikinis. This is how people's mindset is all about. Something needs to be done. I don't think so. There's nothing wrong in
the filth is in the mind of the viewers.
In the Chief Minister's statement or the Minister's statement,
okay.
They are taking care of their citizens.
Excuse me, the men with filthy minds have to change, not the men with filthy minds who come from Hyderabad and everywhere to watch women in bikinis have to change. You cannot prevent women from being free because men have got filth in their minds.
Minds cannot be changed instantly.
You have to control those men, you have to punish those men, you have to imprison those men.
It's a process. It's a process, which is why we are having debates like this, Shivram. But thank you very much. It's a fairly divisive issue.
That's
here.
right. It's interesting. It's completely open to debate. As many people calling in against it, as many people for it. So we'll continue that debate after a very short break. Do continue to call in and also tweet your reactions.
Welcome back. Our discussion continues, and we're inviting you to call in with your views. Should alcohol and bikinis be banned in Goa is the question we're asking, and we are getting a lot of opinion from the state itself. Carl De Costa is with us on the phone line from Goa. Go ahead, Mr. De Costa.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Okay, I have two basic questions, and that is first, these people who are in senior ministerial positions, do they clear whatever they say with the party before they open their mouths, or is it their personal opinions that are being aired on television? Because, first of all, the statistics, there are two issues here. One is he says that bikini should be banned because we have to protect our mothers and our sisters. Has he ever been to Uttar Pradesh? Are the mothers and sisters wearing bikinis there? What is the condition of women in Uttar Pradesh where bikinis are not worn? Number one. Number two, this gentleman says that he bans bikinis and booze because he wants to protect the culture. What about the jobs that are going to be lost and the economy of Goa? Already it's reeling with the mining problem. What is this gentleman got as a plan to look after the state of Goa after he bans the booze and the bikinis? That's what he should be giving us. And then we will consider what he says.
All right. Those are very two strong points coming in from Mr. De Costa from Goa. Thanks very much for calling in. We'll take one more caller before we go across to our guest. Jason D'Souza also calling in. Go ahead, Mr. D'Souza.
Hello, yes. Goa's economy depends on tourism. Can Goa's economy run like that of Gujarat? No bikinis and no alcohol. Absolute power corrupts. And what are we seeing now is we are run by Kap Panchayat. Nothing else.
Jason D'Souza, thanks very much. So very strong voices coming in. Last word, Ameena Sherwani, as we wrap this show, your final comments.
I would just like to say that if you're talking about Indian culture, please go back to the beauty and majesty of Indian culture. All our temples had nude figures. We were never scared of nudity. We were never scared of our sexuality. We celebrated sex. We celebrated life. We celebrated the human body. And we were a brilliant culture. And I think we just need to revert back to that. And somebody was saying that you go to Goa to watch women in bikinis. Those men who ogle at women, those men who rape women, those men who harass women should be punished as per the law. We have a beautiful law now to punish. A voyeur will be punished, somebody who teases a woman will be punished, somebody who sexually molests a woman or rapes a woman will get due punishment.
Right.
So there is no fear whatsoever. Please activate the law, put everybody who does what they should not be doing behind bars, and let women be free, because it is high time that we were free. We will not be shackled anymore, come what may.
All right, Ms. Sherwani, thanks very much for your views on CNN IB. I think there was also a bit of mixing up of issues with certain callers as well, on the larger issue of drugs as well. But we're simply asking what the minister said, what happens to alcohol and bikinis if they are considering a ban on them.
Right, we'll wrap the show at this point, but keep your comments coming in on IBNlive.com, also on Twitter. Thanks for watching.